Shalom, ¿qué pasa? Buenos dias, mahaloha, bonjour, ciao, namaste, dankeschön, assalamu alaikum. How's everyone doing out there in the world? Anyway, some of my favorite passages right here. It says, now John answered him, saying, Teacher, we saw someone who does not follow us casting out demons in your name. And we forbade him because he does not follow him. And look, here's what our master said right here. He says, do not forbid him. Okay? For no one who speaks a good deed in my name will lose his reward. Okay? And that's what he's saying right there. Because look, this guy right here, they knew that he didn't do Acts 2:44. He didn't give up everything. He was just out there kind of, hustling on the side of Jesus, which is what modern Christianity does nowadays. And that's why right here, it says, I say to you that no one who has left his house or brothers or sister, his mother or father or wife or children, for my sake and the gospel. So you got to know what that gospel means, and it's kind of everywhere. You know what I mean? When you really start looking, talking about the gospel, because the gospel is laying down your life for your brother. Okay, because once we get over here into some Matthew, these ain't my words. I can't make this up. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom that's actually the city of the kingdom. Okay, but you got to do the will, which is lay down your life 24/7. You got to come together in communities, face your vanities. You got to learn to love your enemy. And then that changes the world. Because we're breathing in consciousness. It's not air. Every thought has to be towards the kingdom. But most people are focused in on worldly things. And that's why he says right there. And that's what goes along. See that? Not everyone who enters. That goes along with the Matthew. Right here. I'll show you. Because I just don't want to be making it up. Okay, right here. When he's starting to judge the nations, okay? These sheep right here, they don't know that when they tip some random person walking down the street with no shoes or something that needs $2, and that's actually Jesus, okay? Which goes along with 1 John. Okay. 1 John 3:14-16 says that we know we have passed out of death unto life because we love the brethren. That's how you know you passed out of death unto life, fam. And I know it's hard to understand that. Oh, man. My Bible is definitely in disarray. Sorry. Oh, Revelation is definitely out of pocket. It's on its last leg like me. 1 John 3, right here. Comes in right here. 1 John. By this we know love, because he laid down his life for us. We are to lay down our life for our brethren. And right here, we know that we have passed from death unto life because we love our brother. That's how you love Jesus, because that is the second coming. Him and us, teaching us the way. But anyway, fam, until we do that, Revelation 19:7 will not happen. which is behold. So if you're not preaching the kingdom on earth as it is in heaven, and you're just preaching Jesus and not the gospel of Jesus, because that's what it means there in Mark when I showed you that earlier. And I can do it one more time before I close this out. But I could show you many places. He says, not just for my sake, but and the gospel. And it says you will receive 100-fold in this life and in the next. So if you're just going out there and preaching Jesus, like this guy over here, you're in the 99% club. So much love, peace in.